Good morning. How are you? Let me ask you a question. How are you doing today? Because I thought today we'd take a little bit of a check-in, a joy check-in. So that's going to be our conversation for today. My name is Karen. I help people to explore their joy, to feel more joy. So let's be joyful. So, how are you doing? This is a pretty stressful time of year, right? So much to do, so little time to do it, right? We have our jobs, we have our families, our kids, our parents. We have everything that we normally have to do. And now we have the holidays. And the holidays are a joyful time for us, right? There's all this opportunity to see friends we may not have seen for a while, family we may not have seen for a while, but it adds up. We really do have only 24 hours in a day, so all that extra might be causing us some stress, right? Not to mention the added expense. And I'm just going to lower my phone. And if finances are an issue in your family, well, and whose family isn't actually, then that could add another layer of stress. So, I'm going to ask again, how are you doing with your joy? How are you doing with your stress? There's a balance, right? So where are we on the joy-stress overwhelm scale, right? Are we here, which would be great? Are we here? More joy than stress? Even better. But are we here where there's more stress and overwhelm than joy and happiness? For a lot of people, that is exactly the case. And no judgment. This is how we were raised. This is the way I was raised too, to enjoy the holidays, right? If you're not busy, you're not enjoying the holidays. But are you? Are you? Some people legit get great pleasure out of bucking the crowds and going shopping and elbowing to get the bargains. I've never understood that. And if somebody out there enjoys doing that, please explain that to me. I don't get it. I really don't get the pushing and the shoving and the thising and I don't get it. Again, no judgment. I don't get it. Which is fine. I don't have to get it. It's fine. But it makes me kind of giggle. It just makes me kind of giggle. But if you are like me and you don't enjoy that kind of stuff, but you kind of sort of have to do it anyway. I remember when I was still working for a company, and you don't always love your coworkers. Can we be honest about that? We don't always love it. Love our coworkers, and we're happy when 5 o'clock rolls around, and we can cut out and get away from these folks. And then the holiday time comes around, and you have to party with them and be social with them. And I was never a fan of forced socialization. This just did not float my boat at all. But you gotta do it. You just do. It comes with the season, right? And these are all things. I'm kind of listing things in my experience that didn't bring me joy during the holiday season. And I don't know if this is something that resonates with you, whether you find partying with coworkers that you may not love, maybe that does bring you joy. I don't know. It didn't for me. And I'm just basically layering out or menuing out things I never found particularly joyful the holidays. And I want you to check in with yourself and see where your joy is vis-a-vis around these things. And maybe when you know that holiday party is coming, or you know that trip to the mall to get the presents is coming, and it might not bring you joy, how do you prepare yourself? I was going to say fortify, but that sounded a little militaristic, a little too militaristic for me. So how do you prepare yourself for these kind of events? Knowing that it just is. You can avoid the holiday party, but kind of politically it's not a great thing to do. So what do? The way I used to handle it, and I admit I wasn't in a state of joy when I was there, but I also understood that it wasn't forever, that there was a bigger picture involved, and it's important to be social with your coworkers. People look at you funny, because I've gotten those looks when you're not social with them. We used to have luncheons in some of the jobs I worked in, and I was a vegetarian at the time, and those luncheons predominantly were meat. So I didn't partake, and it hurt me in my job. So I learned very quickly to compromise, have a salad with them, because people like to break bread with you. So that was one of the things I learned, is the great art of compromise. I don't always have to have it my way. It isn't my way or the highway. It's what is the best way to get the best outcome, to have a win-win on all fronts. So nobody feels put off by me, and nobody feels put out, and I don't feel put out, because, we have to worry about self too. It's not always the other, although this time of year, it very often is the other. And we're going to get into that in just a moment. But yeah, the great art of compromise. How do you stay within your comfort zone? We've spoken about that. Functioning within your core values, and we've spoken about that too, within these environments, and while making the other person comfortable too, because we want to be comfortable, we want the other person to be comfortable. Win-win all the way around. So how can we compromise? And that's something that you'll have to come up. Individual situations require different things. Sometimes you can compromise the externals. Sometimes we have to make it okay internally and understand that's just for a couple of hours. And it kind of sort of doesn't matter in the long run. So I wanted to touch very briefly on you, and how you are doing. And yes, we're talking about how you are navigating. We're taking a joy check today, and how you're doing navigating this time of joy, which really often becomes a time of stress. But how are you doing? Are you taking moments for yourself in the busyness? Because we know that we're busy. We know that. Again, not only do we have everything else we have to do during the course of a day, which is plenty, we also have the holidays, the parties, the dinners. If you're hosting, some of the expenses, gifts, also expenses. So are you taking moments to care for yourself, for your mind, for your body, giving yourself moments to just dial back the stress and just chill? Are you? And I hear it already. When do I have time to do this? I have. Yeah, get it. Totally get it. And December might not be a good month to do that. That's totally true. But I would schedule in times in January to care, to chill down, to relax, to just take a breather, because we can't let the body go all the time. It's not good for us. So how are you tending to yourself? How will you be tending to your business? Because December, very often we take our eye off the ball of our business and switch it to the holidays. So our business, we kind of kick back on that and turn our attention elsewhere. So this beautiful thing that you are creating kind of gets somewhat pushed to the side in December, right? And I was on a whole training about that last night. So how are you going to love on your business during this time? Because let's be honest, our business is us. For those of us that are in the home business space, our business is us. And if we're not doing well, if we're not functioning from a good space, what do you think the nature of our business is going to be? Yeah. If we're not doing well mentally, physically, emotionally, our business might not be doing so well either. I've had that experience too. So, how are you tending to your business? How are you tending to yourself? And if you want to discuss any of this with me, I have oodles of ideas, things I'm doing in my own business to set myself up for a good January. Because I don't want to put myself in the position of being behind the 8 ball come December 31st and then having to run to catch up on January 1. So I'm taking certain steps in my business in December. And that doesn't mean that I'm spending oodles and oodles of time every day. I've got other fish in the pan. I've got other things doing also in December. One of which is very exciting, and I will be announcing probably the beginning of January, something that I've been working on separate from my business that I am super excited about. A couple of things, actually. But I am taking certain steps every single day. 15 minutes here, 10 minutes here, as I can work things in, because that's the beauty of a home business. We can do it anywhere. I work my business while being a passenger in a car. That's the beauty of having, mobile devices. But I am way off the topic here, like way off. I'm just riffing. Coming back to the topic. Taking a joy check. How are you doing this holiday season? Where's your joy level? How are you doing? What you doing? So I just wanted to come in and chit-chat with you a little bit about that. If you found value in my rambling today, please feel free to pass it on. If you are not on my newsletter, please join my newsletter right now. Go. KarenBromberg.com. Sign on, get announcements, get gifts. I'm planning some gifts. Yeah. Come on. Join the party. And I will see you again on the next time, and you have a great day. Bye.